We all know why you're here. You want to get information to get yourself bailed out. And who else to come to but the most woke, minimalistic, and successful person to ever trade cryptocurrencies? I'm so minimalistic and successful, I don't even have any furniture. Or friends. That was cringy. I know. That was actually really hard to even record. Here's the bottom line. If I ever become a D-bag that belittles people to make himself feel better, or, in the sake of, oh, I'm just joking around, guys, feel free to destroy the comment section and just let me know, like call me out, because I never want to become that person. What I do want to do is be able to help you and hopefully enjoy this ride, because it's been fantastic so far and I want to keep it going. So just like every other video, we're going to cover this in 3 steps. First, let's talk about, is it worth it? Signing up for phase 2 of the Genesis mining, staking tiers, everything that's going on right now with DPR and the Deeper network. Secondly, I want to show you where things stand. What's a leaderboard look like? What are we actually doing? And for the sake of actually covering everything I talked about yesterday, I'll show you actually how to buy DPR as well, because that was a big question. Third, well, there was an announcement this morning. I actually found the announcement before it was made into an announcement, but they eventually announced it, and I will make the announcement about the announcement. I know it's a little complicated, but it's just a tweet, and I'll share it with you and show you what it means. But at the end of the day, guys, this has been a fantastic ride. I can't wait to share more videos with you. I can't wait to just be able to give you the information that's going to help you be successful long-term without being a D-bag. So if you haven't done so yet, smash that like button, because it goes a long, long way for the YouTube algorithm. Actually, you know what else goes a long way? Comments. If y'all got something to say, good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter, let me know. I actually want to hear from you. At the end of the day, it's the only form of communication. Otherwise, I'm sitting in my penthouse looking out and not having any friends. No, I'm kidding. I just, that's the only way I get to communicate with all of you. You get, that are watching on YouTube. There are other mediums like the Discord that I started, other groups inside of Telegram, but the comments, they go a long, long way into understanding if I'm helping, if I'm being helpful with information that I'm providing. And a lot of you know that I go back and forth. If you guys got questions, I answer every single one of them. Let's see how long I can keep that up for, because the channel is growing thanks to all of you. Not to me. Thanks to all of you for commenting, liking the video, and watching it for in its entirety. And especially the ones of you that don't do the whole 2x thing. I know sometimes I talk a little slow, but 2x does help. I watch all my videos in 2x. I'm not going to complain about that. Let's just get into it. Here we go. All right. So Deeper network. Right now, the price of DPR is sitting at 13.5 cents. What do I know about this? Nothing, because I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not taking your money. So I'm just telling you what I'm doing and the numbers I came up with the research that I did. This is why it's worth getting into phase 2. I'm going to scroll down and you get to see this little, spike, and now it's dropping. I'm going to scroll down a little bit further, and I'm going to go over here to this first section, and instead of clicking on the actual name, I'm going to click on the little logo icon, which says DEX Tools. So inside of DEX Tools, this is what you get. Oh, look, the price is higher. What does that mean? Well, that means that when you're looking at the coin market cap page, it's going to aggregate the prices for every single place you can buy or sell DPR. If you're going on Uniswap, which is where I want to show you where to buy, you can see that inside of DEX Tools. And right now it's sitting at 14.5 cents. Why am I showing you DEX Tools? Because I do want to show you this little button that says trade. And I just realized my mouse is not showing, but it's a big red button on the left side of your screen. You can't miss it. When you click that, it will take you to Uniswap. Not only will it take you to Uniswap, it will pre-select the DPR token. This is a big deal because you don't have to search for it. You don't have to hunt it down. This is how you get DPR. But action, why does it matter? Why do I care about the price of DPR right now? Well, let me tell you. The reason it's a good deal is because if you haven't bought into DPR yet, you would have paid over 16 cents at first stage when it was the first phase of staking. Right now, the price dropped. Oh, it's only 2 cents. 2 cents goes a long way when the overall price is 14 cents. So you can actually get it at a discount. And I'll go over the exact numbers because this is why it's really important. Right now, top portion of the screen, you can see credit score 100. You see the total APY highlighted in yellow, 39%. Go to the bottom chart and you see credit score 100. Phase 2 APR, should be APY, but it also says 39%. This means that regardless if you're staking on, with phase 1 or phase 2, you essentially get the same rewards. There's no difference for the credit level of 100, which is tier 1. So if you're looking to get in phase 1 or phase 2, and then you're only looking into getting into that tier 1 credit score, it's actually a better deal to get in tier 2. So let that be known. The other rewards did go down. As you can see, the credit score 200 and above, you have a little bit less rewards than you did before. Before it was 7%, now it's only 4. It was 11, now it's 8. Before it was 13, now it's 10, and it keeps on going all the way until tier 8, where that credit score of 800, which was giving you previously 90% APY, which is just incredible. And now it's unfortunately only giving you 80%. Still think it's a good deal, even if you go for those higher tiers. Why? Why is it still a good deal? Well, on top of the fact that DPR is bound to go up because it has a really good use case, because it has function, it has, things you can actually do with it. We got this little guy here. They have submitted their application for Helium mining, which means that they're going to be able to mine Helium with the attached antenna. But actually, how can I get the antenna? You can't get the antenna. They're waiting for the approval of the antenna. But here's where the cool, deep dive research comes in. I was very lucky and fortunate to have come across communication from Eric Ma, Deeper's Network's CMO. And what's he saying? He says Helium is still reviewing our application. They are dealing with some of their own internal issues recently. If approved, the antenna is going to cost $3.99 or free with staked DPR. This is a big deal. Getting an antenna just for staking DPR, and it's better than what you guys think. Sure, you might save $400. That's not the big deal here. The big deal is that Deeper has incredible manufacturing capabilities. They have their own plant, and they're able to pump these things out. As soon as it's approved, those guys are ready to go. Are you following, where I'm going with this? Remember, I've told some of you that I've bought a Bobcat miner to mine Helium months ago, and I haven't even received word of when I'm going to be able to get that. And I'm not the only one in that boat. For you to get a miner, a Helium miner, it's backed up weeks and weeks and weeks. And I'm not talking about 2 weeks. I'm talking about, multiple weeks. That makes months. I know people that ordered back in, was it April? From Nebra, and still they haven't received their units. The Helium miners are going for $1,500 or more on eBay right now because people are so desperate to get their hands on them. So yeah, $3.99. It's good you'd be able to save that money if you're staking DPR. But the biggest reason I think this is a big deal is that they can manufacture it and you're gonna get a unit. Like that's a big, big deal to me. To be able to start mining Helium as soon as possible before things get crowded, before the ROI with Helium goes down. Now, I will be honest, and I have always been with you guys. Eric Ma, guys, I do like the guy. I've tried to say certain things to him and try to sneak things around him. Say, hey, can I become this? Can I become that? And he has time and time again been honest, true, and exemplified amazing character. So that's why I personally like him. But let's talk business, right? Because a lot of times we look at crypto and there's FOMO or FUD being thrown around everywhere, and nobody takes us the time to just pause and say, all right, what does this mean in the business sense of things? Eric Ma is the Chief Marketing Officer for Deeper Network. His job is to create mass adoption for the token, create the bridge to allow people to find out about these products, find out what they're doing about it. And a lot of people might start to say, whoa, wait, his job is to convince me that Deeper is a good thing? In a way. But that's not necessarily bad, right? I work for companies and I refuse to put my name behind anything that I don't believe in. That's the same case with Eric. Yes, his job is to get buy-in. His job is to ensure that there's mass adoption for the deeper network. It's good for all of us early people because he's honestly doing the best job that he can to be able to. I don't want to say give out DPR and give out rewards, but he knows that if he incentivizes early adopters, I'm saying we because I got a YouTube channel and like I want to say that most of the videos recently have been about DPR. We are now singing the tune of Deeper is awesome. Are there other companies that are doing things that are similar to Deeper when it comes to DPN? Yeah. Are there people that, create really good firewalls? Yeah. Are people trying to get, Web 3.0 gateways implemented? Yeah. But Deeper is the only one who's doing all these things all in one and doing it for free if you buy in to the staking. If you just put your tokens away for 9 months. Like that's huge. So yes, his job is to make sure that we are learning about the company, that we are investing essentially, right? And he's doing a good job because he's doing his best to say, hey, let's incentivize early adopters. Early adopters are the people who are going to make a difference in our community, in our network. And I'm thankful that he's in the position that he's in because he's not out there just trying to create hype. He's actually doing things that's going to benefit all of us. Like you see that TBA, he's doing his best to make sure that we are getting something of value out of this. So he doesn't have to give these things out for free. But guess what? He knows that the community as a whole has been really appreciative of what they're doing and they like what's happening. They know that Helium is a big deal and that it's going to help all of them generate revenue. So Eric is saying to higher ups and everybody else, here's the deal. If we empower them with Helium mining, we're going to get more people. More people are going to be excited about this and we're going to be able to grow the network even faster. It's a win-win. This is what you want to see. If you're wondering if a CMO is doing their job or not, look to see who they care about the most. If they're focusing on the people who are supporting the currency, if they're behind the people who are early adopters, they're doing a good job. And I think Eric is doing great. And there was a tweet that I saw that came across that said, let's talk about getting, an interview set up for next week or so. So I'm going to hit you up, Eric. I don't know if you're going to get to watch this video or not, but I'm going to have you on the channel. And I'm going to ask you the awkward questions that other people don't. I shouldn't have said that. Maybe he will cancel it, but let's get it. Let's keep going, right? So this is a big deal, really big deal, and people don't realize it. Now, I'm going to go over the leaderboard as well as the announcement that they made. So moving forward, when I log into my account, this is what I see. I ranked. I got in into phase 1. I'm super excited. Not rubbing it in. Just excited that I was able to be a part of this. Now, here's what it looks like inside of my account. Down here, we have the staking. And when you go to staking, you get to see the leaderboard. And we have phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 looks like this. And if I look down here, you can see that the 1,000th person was tier 1. And they staked at 6 minutes and 2 seconds. So this is the last person to get a Gold Genesis miner. Now, tier 2. Well, tier 2 is looking pretty good at 349. Yes, there are a little over 600 people that have already staked, and they are not going, that number is not reflecting all of those people, but 600 people did not make phase 1 and are being moved over to phase 2. So this number is a little bit higher than it actually shows, but there's still a really good chance for anybody wanting to buy DPR right now at a discounted rate to be able to get in and get really awesome rewards. I got a question. What happens with the rewards? I know we're staking for 6 months, but what about the mining? Well, as you mine, those funds go right into your wallet, roughly every 15 minutes or so. You have access to that. So just because you stake doesn't mean that all your money, but your DPR is going to be locked up. Your mining rewards become available as you mine it, which is really cool. It gives you liquidity. if you want to do whatever it is that you want to do with it. So it's not like you're locking up your, for 9 months and having no return until the very end. You're going to continuously earn DPR as you mine, which is going to be available to you. Now, back here, my referral code, second to last button. And I told you I was going to be really transparent about this. And this is why I think this stuff matters. You guys asked what, my referrals look like. I had a lot of people sign up, a lot of people using my code. So thank you for all of you that signed up. However, only a handful actually staked. And I told you that I will give you guys an entry for every staking person that kind of came in. This means that only 7 people are getting, entered to win the nano that I'm giving away, because only 7 people actually registered, or not registered, but utilized my code to stake. And this is how I found out about the details. So if you go to staking, and I showed you that's the referral records. Now click to open exclusive tutorial. Exclusive tutorial. As I clicked on there, because I'm always trying to keep, up to date with information. And I scroll down, and we're going to go down to number 7. Take a look at this. Invite to receive DPR rewards. They have a expanded program to give more incentives to people. So if 10 people stake, they're giving away 1,000 DPR. If 30 stake, 30, 50, you get 10,000, and more than 100 people staking using your code, you get 20,000 DPR. This is a really good reward, and I'm probably you guys are gonna see this at the beginning of the video, but I'm gonna put the code in there because I completely forgot to share that with you. But I'll put that in there. I had no idea this was happening when I first gave out my code. I didn't even know that it was going to be 300 DPR that I would be able to get from every referral. Not only that, I showed you how to get your own referrals. So if you want referrals and you want to earn those, you can just go there and copy this link, or click here for a QR code. And I guess I'm just going to do it here. So let me, QR code's actually a downloaded thing. That's not helpful. But you can create your own QR code and allow people to stake utilizing your code. That's a really cool thing, because you can earn DPR on top of it. Yeah, it'd be great if you use mine, but if you have other people that are staking that you're referring, why not? Go get yourself some free DPR. Ooh, it opened too. Oh, that's all in Chinese, but I guess that's my code, guys. If you're looking for that QR code, let me scroll down. Right there. And I'm going to replace this on the screen, but it's going to say, you can just go to stakedpr.action.ceo and it will get you there as well. All right. I always have to give you guys the fun stuff. So this is the rewards, and they burst my bubble by putting this out before I could get the video out. So they're, letting everybody know that this is what it looks like. Really cool, interesting thing that they are not talking about is there's a gold, a silver, but now there's a bronze. There was some really funny talks about how we're looking at the Olympic trio to be able to get some units that would be like collector's item long term. They haven't talked about bronze at all, but now that we see it, everybody's like, I want a bronze one. I want a bronze one. Yesterday during the stream that I was sharing, I told you guys I really want to stake right now so I can have a silver. But now I'm even more tempted because I want to get a silver and then find out how I can get a bronze. As soon as that comes out, I'll keep you guys posted. Now, to end the video, I want to show you something really cool. Check these out. The community is amazing. They're making some really cool things and, sharing it with everybody else. So again, I've told you guys how I like the community. They're pretty awesome people. And this is one of the things that they're kind of making. I'm going to cut the video here because I don't want it to run too long, because you know how that goes. Nobody's going to watch it, even though it does help view time. You guys are awesome, especially if you've already smashed that like button and subscribe so maybe you don't miss the next video. Guys, I'm here. I'm here for you. Here in the comments, if you have questions, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help any and all of you out as best as I can. See you on the next one. Not quite over yet. So you can actually get these right on Thingiverse or Thingiverse. I guess I've never read it that way. Interesting. So I'm going to put the link down in the description. That way, if you want to print them yourself, you have a 3D printer, you can do that. I tried printing. I had some really bad filament that I had like left over, and it did not come out the way I expected. So I'm actually talking to RedFoxBal to kind of get some of these in. If you can ship them out to me, and I can give them away to some of you guys. So stay tuned. I will come back with these keychains here and get you all some cool merch. You all are awesome. Thank you so much once again. It's been a blast, and I hope it stays this way because this community that we're growing is pretty fantastic. See you all in the next one.